links in the description. If you do like this video, if you like the topic, please do like, comment, subscribe, share the video. I do read through true crime articles, typically the same day, perhaps the day after that they're published. This is a tragic story. I'll just give you the overview to begin with, to keep things very quick and easy for you. But then I will read through the article in entirety. It concerns this young lady here, Inyoung, and she has pleaded guilty to manslaughter after repeatedly telling her boyfriend to kill himself, which he subsequently did. The boyfriend is named Alexander Ertuğrul. So we will read through the full article. Essentially, she requested a plea deal, or she accepted, perhaps is the better term. She accepted a plea deal, and with that, she has pled guilty to manslaughter. So let's have a look. A woman who texted her boyfriend to kill himself before his suicide has pleaded guilty to manslaughter. A 23-year-old woman pleaded guilty to manslaughter on Thursday after repeatedly telling her boyfriend to kill himself, which he went on to do, while they were students at Boston College. Inyoung's guilty plea showed that she accepted responsibility, that her verbal, physical, and psychological abuse contributed to the suicide of Alexander Ertuğrul, the Suffolk County District Attorney's Office said. You had originally pleaded not guilty in 2019. Under the new plea agreement, she received a suspended sentence. If she violates any of her probation terms over the next 10 years, she could serve 2.5 years in jail. So I'm just going to interrupt reading through the article just to comment that she has a suspended sentence. So she won't be serving any jail time unless she contravenes the probation terms. So in effect, she's pled guilty to manslaughter, but, you know, if she behaves herself, she won't get any jail time. To me, that's shocking and disturbing. It's a very weak sentence. Why is that? Is it because she's female? I mean, I guarantee that plays a big part of it, in my opinion. Among the terms of the agreement are that she will undergo mental health treatment and do community service. In addition, she may not profit from any portrayal of the case over the next 10 years. Here's a quote from the Suffolk County District Attorney. This agreement with Defense Counsel was made in close consultation with the Ertuğrul family. It is consistent with their desire to seek accountability and closure and to protect the legacy of Alexander, a loving son, brother, and uncle. They believe this is something Alexander would have wanted. The girl's lawyer, Yu's lawyer, did not immediately return a request for comment. The two began dating in late 2017 or early 2018. Prosecutors allege that the girl, Yu, became abusive towards Ertuğrul in late summer 2018 after she found out he lied about meeting with his ex-girlfriend. Prosecutors argued that Yu failed to stop her boyfriend even though she knew where he was and what he was going to do. They argued this made her criminally responsible for his suicide. So she failed to stop her boyfriend from committing suicide. Throughout Yu's and Ertuğrul's 18-month relationship, Yu, the girl, sent many abusive texts to Ertuğrul, often telling him to die by suicide. Here's a quote from one of the texts. "Do everyone a favor and go fucking kill yourself. You're such a fucking stupid ass worthless shit," she texted the 22-year-old Ertuğrul. I mean, I'll say very sarcastically, what a hideous... Oh, I'm not going to use the C word on this channel. What a hideous piece of work this girl is. Ertuğrul died on May the 20th, 2019, just hours before his college graduation. Yu was tracking his phone that morning and was present at the time of his death. Atula's family was in his town for his graduation. 4 days before his death, Yu, the girl, texted him, "Fuck you, go fucking kill yourself." Stephen Kim, the attorney for Yu, said in a statement in November 2019 that prosecutors had branded an emotionally fragile young woman a monster to the entire world, further traumatizing her. Okay, so if I understand correctly, the defense attorney for the girl is saying that the prosecutors are mean for criticizing the girl. I mean, I don't know. She deserves the criticism. She was pushing the boy, her boyfriend, to suicide. Now, I can't say, and I won't say that she's entirely responsible for his suicide. Obviously, I don't know too much about this situation. I've read through one article. That's all I know. And I think mental health is extremely complex. Generally, I don't think it's appropriate to blame an individual for the actions of another individual, particularly in the case of suicide. Having said that, she has seemingly, and she's admitted to pushing her boyfriend, in an extremely hostile manner over a continued basis, literally urging him to kill himself. I'm going to stop myself. I'm not sure if I'm being entirely hypocritical. I play video games and I play Rocket League, and you do see the term KYS quite a lot. Kill yourself. It is a phrase which is thrown out there, certainly in the gaming world, quite a lot, presumably by younger people. But there is a certain frivolity. Is that the right word? There's a certain frivolity in throwing out these insults or suggestions for somebody to kill themselves. It's kind of common. It is common. Hopefully that's lessening. It's certainly unpleasant, and it may be the straw that breaks the camel's back in that regard. But in the gaming world, people throw out this KYS. I don't do it, of course, but they do throw it out. And for me personally, as someone that doesn't suffer from mental health issues, I'm able to see it for what it is. It's just a rant from an anonymous person with no real meaning behind it. It's just a throwaway line. It's an extremely unpleasant throwaway line, but it is in essence a throwaway line. But I guess this is different. I mean, they were boyfriend girlfriend. They had an extremely close bond relationship, and she was mentally poking him on a continued basis. So although there's similarities with what I'm saying about this commonality, this frequency of throwing out KYS, kill yourself, certainly in the gaming arena, and I presume other arenas, I guess it's not quite as qualitatively the same as this incident. There's some random thoughts from myself. Let's get back to the article. Before the girl's arraignment, the Boston Globe published text between the two before his death. Here, I'll read some out. "Alex, what are you fucking doing? If you fucking love me, stop. If you ever fucking loved me, stop." The girl had texted the boy, Atula. But the girl Yu's abuse throughout their relationship had been near constant. It became more disturbing and more frequent in the days before his death. Rollins, the attorney, I believe, said that the case showed how serious domestic violence is, and that it can affect many types of victims and take many forms. Domestic violence isn't necessarily physical. is what's being said here. She urged anyone experiencing intimate partner violence to reach out to law enforcement or community groups. So there's that article. Hopefully I've read through it okay. I think it's been a little bit of a messy article to go through. It is a tragedy, and it is mental health oriented. And my feeling is that, as I've already said, generally I don't think we can blame one person's mental health on another person. Generally, or I think it can be unfair to do that. Certainly in some cases. But this is different, I would say. This was ongoing abuse, which involved direct calls for suicide, which I would imagine would have troubled him immensely.